think when women have those type of experiences, they may have had a lack of experience before they married whoever they were with. If they can just drop whoever they're with to go be with somebody else, it's like you desire something that you haven't had and you think the grass is greener on the other side.
It's like that 80-20 rule, right? Like in any relationship, you're only going to get 80% of what you want. And sometimes when people see that little bit of 20, it looks so enticing to them that they'll drop the 80 to chase after the 20 until they realize that that was just a small little bit. That was insignificant compared to what you actually had.
Yeah, but now it's too late.
Yeah.
So I really think, I know they talk about women over a certain age with no kids, no babies, whatever, but I think that's why women don't jump into marriages sometimes. Not all, but I know some women who've been married since they were very young, right? And then sometimes they say, if I could do it all over again, I probably would never get married. But I look at them and I'm like, well, if I would have got married young, I probably would have never dated, you know what I'm saying, anybody else. So you always see it from a different perspective. So, I mean, I don't know. I like when I see couples that have been married since they were in their 20s, and that they've established a family and their kids are going away to college or whatever. Like, I think that's beautiful. Like, I don't feel like you have to experience so many things to find what you're looking for, because nobody's really perfect, Everybody comes with something.
Very true.
Okay. Ali, you have anything to say?
Right. I mean, I agree with the clip entirely. It's just, it's I don't know, it's just messy behavior. If you're still living in the same household, that man got a live-in coochie in that crib. No matter what way you look at it,
Yep.
It's right there. Like, why would you be
24 hours, 7 days a week?
It's a live-in. And it's physically there. So and they've had it before many times. So it's like, what's to say? Yeah, that I've
back in.
So anybody who's trying to break that up intentionally, they're delusional, thinking that,
I think the financial
they're not still doing something.
I think the financial thing is like the leading excuse.
Yeah.
Oh,
then I think we all need to do a better job of being more financially literate of how to come out of that. That should be number one priority. If you're getting separated or divorced, figure out how you're going to get out financially first and then make it happen.
Man, these people are not asking about did they read Poor Dad, Rich Dad, Napoleon Hill. They're not asking any of those questions. These people don't know. They don't know if they balance a checkbook or not. Unfortunately, just the way that people are just interacting with one another, those things fall to the backside. You only realize it when you're in too deep. And now you're like, damn, I got to help this person figure out this. They don't know how to do this. And you're operating thinking that they knew these things, but you never had the conversation.
Yeah. I witnessed a colleague. She was married for 30 years and then her husband suddenly passed away. She didn't know how to function. She didn't know how to pay her bills, had to go to the bank, and it was terrible. So it's just like, ooh, they had a great marriage, and everything like that. But it's just like, it's a steady reminder that, you can separate due to ways that have nothing to do with an affair. So everybody as individuals just need to do a better job of learning how to not be so dependent. There's a level of codependency that's healthy, but that's just and to me, that would be a red flag enough to stay away from the person. Like, you this in this dysfunctional codependency situation with your finances that you already fucked up in my book. I don't want to see your books ever.
Yeah, she was a well-kept woman.
Well, y'all shared a lot of stuff, and some of the stuff is true. But one of the things y'all is that I don't know if y'all have ever been divorced. I went through a divorce before. So you asking a man to go ahead and move out. If he does that, it's called abandonment. So you abandon your house and you abandon your kids if you decide to make that decision. And as a man, you don't want to do that because now you're giving the ex-wife or soon to be ex-wife the leverage to get custody of them kids when you just leave the residence. So that does play a part in the situation. And then, is it financial? Yes, it is financial, because now you spending extra money that you probably really can't afford to spend on a apartment or residence. More like, if you could find some way to be cordial enough until the divorce procedure is done and over with, then you go on. Cause so now you don't want to take the risk of you not getting an opportunity to have custody of your son because you left the home. Because they factor that into my state. Now, it might be a state by state thing. I know Shane was talking about it Sunday. That's how it is in Kentucky. If you leave the home, that is considered abandonment. So now I'm losing out of having possibly getting custody of my son because I abandoned him, just because I decided to move out because me and her just couldn't get along. It's not about me trying to have sex with her, but it's about trying to find a balance so I can still remain in the home, don't lose the home, without have to just give it to her because she is considered abandonment. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, well, all that's going on. People shouldn't be dating other people.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to. Would you at that time, or would you wait until, like you stated, your divorce is over so that you don't have to worry about abandoning your home and not having a financial standing?
Yeah, well, that part I do agree. I don't, going through some divorce like that, I wouldn't be uh trying to pursue a relationship. My lawyer even said that. Don't do that. Don't give her any reason to find a way to get you out. Because guess what? They got them things called EPOs. A woman can go down there and file that. Even though it's not true what she's saying, she could go out there and file, and they will immediately remove you from the home. Remove you from the home, and now guess what? That's considered abandonment. Just because you got it could be 2 or 3 days you get that's considered abandonment, and you will lose your leverage in that situation. I've seen guys go through that shit. So, if any way you can find a way to be cordial and stay there and be okay, then do what you got to do. I know with me and my ex, she stayed in one room, I stayed in the other, and until it was done, and then we went from there.
I think I'm.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish up.
I was going to say, was my lawyer even said, hey, man, if you're looking to get in a relationship, hold off. Don't let her know. If you are going to do it, don't let her know that you got a relationship, because that could strike some type of anger, frustration. And when the individual's mad, they'll do some crazy shit they normally probably wouldn't do. Say some shit that they normally probably wouldn't say. File reports that they normally wouldn't do, because they're frustrated, they're hurt, they're mad, they bitter. So
I think among learning financial literacy, I think you should also learn your state's divorce laws, and as opposed when you're going, because I tell you, there's a lot of people that don't know the laws of their state in the state that they elect to get married in, and they don't know what they're signing up for. I think that should be automatic. I think that should be a prerequisite. And I think that should be talked about a little bit more in men's spaces, especially if you're going to plan on going down the aisle. It's not, and I say this for both parties, and I'll land it by saying this. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just that I don't trust the devil inside of you. We all have our dark moments, we all have our turning moments, and that's just the unfortunate truth. We're messy people, we're difficult to be with, right? This is why I said, like, this is a long journey, right? And sort of like you go through ups and downs and leaps and bounds, right? And the testament is how you get out of it, how you bounce back, and how you maneuver, and how you make concessions, right? And you thinking you're gonna leave your person and find something and find somebody better. That person that you think that you're finding better is someone who has dealt with someone like you and appreciate them. And the moment that they see some signs, they're already gone out the door. The grass is not green on the other side, ladies and gentlemen. The grass is green on the side in which you water and you nurture. And a lot of people neglect their side of the grass and wonder why it turns brown at nightfall.
All right. On that note, man, we're gonna go ahead and close out Hey, Ali, I'm gonna go ahead and drop your link for you. You want to go ahead and put people on to it?
Oh yeah, Two Sisters Co skincare. She can get glowing skin, everybody.
All right, I just got to drop in the link in the back chat and on the front. You want to give a little bit more? I mean, some people might know what you're talking.
So Two Sisters Co. is a skincare company where we supply straight from Korea from the source K-beauty products. Particularly right now, I want to highlight anybody who's ever heard of microneedling, but you don't want to do the invasive procedure. We have that viral Riedel shot, where in a matter of 3 days after using our sheet mask or the serum, you will see a noticeable difference on the texture of your skin. So, and the reason why we want to highlight Korean beauty products is because South Korea actually has stricter regulations on the ingredients that you can put in skincare. So the goal is to provide that to people in the States without the language barrier, because I know that can be a struggle when you're trying to get into the K-beauty industry. So we got it at twosistersco.com.
Shout out to South Korea. I will be there sometime next year.
Oh, nice. I'm so jealous. Bring back a suitcase of K-beauty. I would go nuts. I know I would.
I have to bring a separate one.